Here we go. This is from Leonardo. Understanding Asmongold's avoidance of travel due to sleep comfort, distaste of unfamiliar foods, and lack of regard of safety for himself and others from a health perspective. Do you think that, oh man, this is rough. Do you think that you're missing out, and I know the answer is gonna be absolutely not. Do you think that you're missing out of 95% of your potential life, even if the 5% of the life you do interact with is so comfortable? Too long didn't read. Asmongold, do you think you are wasting potential enjoyment of your life by sheltering yourself in a cocoon of familiarity?
Life means nothing. There is no purpose to existence. You cannot waste something that has no value.
That's a good point.
Yep.
And you know what? I honestly, it's pretty fucking based. Yeah, I get that perspective. Me personally, I'm a little bit different because for me, I consider all my time on life very precious. I have this absolute refusal to do anything that I truly don't want to do in life. And thankfully, I've been pretty good at that. I've maybe failed for about, I think, I've probably gotten up to a month of wasted time on things that I've hated so far, but that's about it. School I made the most out of. I slept in every class. I played video games during school, during class as well. Yeah. I feel like my life has been pretty min-maxed for enjoyment. So I love my fucking life.
I'm somewhere in the middle where like I also don't really care to leave the house or do things that are like outside my comfort zone. But I do every once in a while enjoy traveling, or I like eating different foods and things like that. So I'm somewhere in the middle.
I think my thing is that I know my big dream is I want to have a big, huge house with all of my best friends in it. Because like, it is just way better. I'm not kidding you. I live with 2 roommates. They're fucking awesome. And anytime I go anywhere, they want to come. And it's the nicest thing. I hate being alone. I do truly hate it. The 30-minute drive to here by myself in my car, I fucking loathe. But I just jam music the entire fucking time. But I love min-maxing the amount of time I have with people who I care about. So that's me. But if life is still pointless, and it kind of is, I do still want to have kids.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, to me, I like being alone a lot because like usually, and this is just like kind of how I've been, is that most of the time, other people being in my life is a source of stress. Like, you know, they want me to do something. There's some problem that they have that I need to solve. There's something that I need to do for them. And it's like, I'm not trying to be selfish, right? But it's like, I want to do my own shit, right? I want to live my own life. I want to just do what I want to do. And so like usually whenever there's a person that's in my life, there is more of a, like for me, I give much more than I take. And it becomes very exhausting because like, I want to help somebody and I want to try to be a good guy, but it's like in doing so, it's like you're giving away a piece of yourself. And it's like in doing that, it can be very, very draining. And so it's like I don't like to tell people no about stuff either. So that's why I just try to keep to myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, do you think you've gotten the short end of the stick for like the relationships of the past?
I don't think about that.
Okay.
I don't care about like, everybody has bad things that happen to them. And I don't resent or feel bad about anything that's bad that's ever happened to me. I think the way that I look at life is that everything bad that happens is like, I mean, there are obviously things that like this is not the case with.
Of course.
But like the way that I look at it is if something bad happens to me, I assume that it's my fault. Like I automatically assume that like I did something wrong in order to cause this to happen.
Well, that's probably not a good mindset because I've seen you get fucked over some shit that you should not have gotten fucked over at all.
Yeah, sure. But like, I mean, but like that's still like the starting point, right? Because like I feel like that's a starting point that grants agency. Because rather than like the world is like just inflicting this on you, it's like, how did I create an environment for this to occur? It's like, for example, like you leave your car out overnight with the PS5 in it, it gets stolen. It's like you didn't deserve to have your PS5 stolen, but if you had brought it inside, it wouldn't have happened, right?
I guess
so it's like different ways to like mitigate negative things that happen to you. And like I consider that like a more healthy approach than to just assume that everything bad that happens to you is like just somebody else's fault or whatever.
I guess I have a different perspective where it's like, yeah, bad things aren't going to happen to me. They weren't my fault, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's like if I have a house and it gets hit by a meteor, I'm just like, well, shit, I shouldn't have bought this lot, huh? I mean, just
That's how
sometimes
people
bad
think.
shit happens.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and so like that's the thing is like obviously stuff like that happens. It's like I didn't fucking do that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like again, I try to start from that place because I think that it's like a more productive thing to do.
No, it is. Yeah, that's true.
I think I had a pretty similar mindset when I had some other bad people in my life where I was just like,
Yeah.
people are just, they're not worth the time. But then I've met some truly beautiful people, definitely in the probably past 2 years, that have completely changed my perception on people as well. Because you guys, I think I told you this, I used to be like a very introverted guy. Like I couldn't talk at all.
Yeah.
Like the idea of communicating to another human was like crippling anxiety for me. But then I just, a couple of good people came into my life and they showed me how fun it is to, make new friends. And then ever since then, I love having really good connections with people. And I try to do good by my friends whenever I can. But yeah, that was actually, hey, Leonardo, good question, man.
Yeah.
That was cool as fuck.